Tonight, we have a better idea of the reasons Spokane school employees gave when asking to be exempt from the COVID vaccine.
Most went into detail about religious beliefs and Bible verses. This employee claimed a belief that the vaccine is the mark of the beast.
We know that 4 employees called it quits from the Spokane school district because they didn't want the vaccine. But every single employee that was granted a religious exemption stayed, with accommodations allowing them to keep doing their jobs.
We wanted to know the reasons employees used and how the district made their decision. Vanessa Perez is here with why employees said they couldn't comply with the mandate.
I looked through hundreds of pages of exemption requests today to get an idea what the district was considering. We obtained the request through a public records request, but the names, schools, and positions were redacted. In hundreds of pages of religious exemption requests, Spokane school employees listed their belief in God and their body as a temple for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. In this request, this employee says God gave them a natural immune system. Many gave letters from their pastors. Most cited a pro-life stance, saying that aborted fetal cells are used in the vaccines and their production, and getting the vaccine would go against God. But the science doesn't match up. Erasmus specializes in the development of the RNA vaccine at the University of Washington. He says the Johnson & Johnson vaccine did use aborted fetal cells in production, but it's a cell line from the 1980s.
Cell line has been used in research ever since. So one of the things you can do is you can immortalize these cell lines and you can use them over and over again. You just expand them and they propagate and they grow. And so you can use these cells over and over again. It's not like Johnson & Johnson has to abort a fetus every time they want to produce a new batch of vaccines.
Moderna and Pfizer used fetal cell lines in testing from a 1973 abortion in the Netherlands. None of the vaccines used aborted fetal cells in the final product.
The government's not trying to force us to be vaccinated to protect ourselves. It's a public health mandate in that we need to be vaccinating individuals so that we can protect the population as a whole. And I think that's the hard part is, individual freedoms are not what's at question here. It's more about public health freedoms.
We'll continue to keep you updated on these exemptions for various agencies across the state. Reporting in the studio, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.